Hello guys, welcome back to my channel Let's Talk the Talk, and for those of y'all who are visiting for the first time, welcome to my channel. Namaste, my name is Soniya. I make videos on fragrance reviews for men and women, DIYs, self-care and everything else in between. So before we proceed with the video, please do take a moment to hit that subscribe button right there, right next to my channel's name, so that when I upload a video, you are always one of the first people to know. Now, the fragrance I have for you today is from the house of Lancome. We are going to do the complete unboxing and a full review of this fragrance. Now, the fragrance I'm talking about is none other than Lancome La Nuit Tresor Eau de Parfum from the house of Lancome. Now, I could not find a sample for this fragrance, you guys, so I had to pay and get a decant of this for 10 ml. I wore this fragrance a lot. Again, you know, for last 6 months on and off, I had that fragrance. So I'm from Bangalore, you guys. So here, the weather most of the time is kind of cold or cool in the evenings. Okay, so that gives me a good amount of time to test various winter fragrances. I mean, especially the ones that would work great in cooler weathers. Okay, so I did that. I have tried that a lot, and I did have about 2 to 3 ml left, which I sprayed yesterday and today. So I am currently wearing this fragrance. You know, I'm giving a full wearing of this fragrance even today, so that I can talk to you about this as to how this smells, what is it that you can expect. Now, this fragrance was launched in 2015 and this was marketed as an amber vanilla fragrance. So I have seen the bottle of this fragrance on you know, many pictures on Google. So I always wanted to have one with me, you know, if not for the fragrance, for the way it looks. But the best thing about this is it does smell as good as it looks. Okay, so let's quickly get started with the unboxing. Okay, so this is how the packaging looks like. Lancome La Nuit Tresor Eau de Parfum Lancome Paris, and it does say La Nuit Tresor. Okay, there is something in here, I believe that's something to do with the supplier or the discounter. I really need to pass a feedback to him about this. And this is the batch code. So let's quickly go ahead and open this. It does say Lancome here. So let's open this. I love this. Have a look, guys. This is so beautiful. La Nuit Tresor Eau de Parfum. It does open. Okay, so this is what I was talking about. If you see, the cap is separate and the bottle is separate, so that is something that you really have to live with, you know, if you're getting the fragrance shipped from you know, a distant location, and you know, it's a brand new in box. So even though this is a diamond shaped, it you know, you can't really fill in stuff inside the box because it's you know, brand new in box. You don't have the option to go ahead and fill anything in here to make it, you know, like really sturdy and it doesn't fall. So that's absolutely fine. I can live with that. So this is how the bottle looks. It's a beautiful satin black rose with a tie, and it does mention Lancome La Nuit Tresor. It does mention La Nuit Tresor, not Lancome though. I love the way this bottle looks, you guys. Have a look here. Even on the atomizer, it does say La Nuit Tresor. Okay, so this is how the cap looks like. It's just a plastic cap. Okay, there is nothing much going on here. Let's spray this and see what this smells like. I can't even open it here. Oops. See? So you really have to, you know, keep it like this. Trust me, this is a must have in your collection. I will tell you why. Okay, so let's give it a wear again. As I expected, this sprayer works wonderfully well. I can taste the fragrance. I believe I was too close to the fragrance while I was smelling. I can taste it. Wow. All right, okay, so this fragrance is all pear, rose, praline, caramel. Okay, so remember these 4 notes because they play a very, very important role in this fragrance, because these 4 notes are all that I can smell throughout the life of this fragrance on on me. Okay, so there is beautiful pear. Okay, there is a little bit of citrusy note in this fragrance, if I'm not wrong. There is a little bit of patchouli. Now the patchouli in this fragrance is not a masculine patchouli, but it is so beautifully blended with the other notes that the job of this patchouli in this fragrance is only to push the other fragrance notes out there, or to make them come out as even more beautiful. So I love the patchouli in here. There is just a teeny tiny hint of the patchouli, not a loads of patchouli, okay, like the men's fragrances. No. There is smoky rose in this fragrance. It's gorgeous rose, okay, and my, the caramel and vanilla in this fragrance that comes into play after 30 minutes or so, it's absolutely to live for. I'm not going to use the term die for. I honestly am not a huge fan of that die for notes or die for fragrances. This definitely is beautiful fragrance. My God, definitely very warm, very inviting, can be a great clubbing fragrance. This definitely shouts and scream club, evening, winter. Okay, so these are the 3 words that I have for this: club, clubbing, evening, winter. The projection is beautifully above moderate, definitely not a beast mode, but definitely above moderate for about 3 hours. Okay, and after 3 hours it goes down from moderate, but it is not low. Okay, it's still on its way, maybe somewhere between mid and low, and it stays there for a good 2 to 3 hours again, so that the people around you can still smell this fragrance not as a faint whiff, but as a gorgeous rose, caramel, vanilla fragrance. That's what I'm talking about. You know, it's definitely a gourmand fragrance to me. Oh yes, this definitely is a gourmand fragrance, a floral gourmand, if I may call it. I believe that would be more appropriate, a floral gourmand. And the longevity of this fragrance is definitely over 8 hours plus. Okay, after 8 hours I could still smell it on me. I sprayed it on my clothes, I could still smell it the next day. So how about the longevity, guys? Great, right? So the sillage of this fragrance is beautiful. Again, for the first 2 to 3 hours it's definitely a moderate sillage, and after that it's not low, but it's a beautiful subtle trail of, you know, your rose and vanilla. The caramel kind of is there. It's in, you know, it takes a back seat. Okay, sorry to say that, but it does take a back seat after 2 to 3 hours when it comes to sillage, but it's there. You know, I believe that is what makes it a very gourmand fragrance. Even after 3 hours, when people smell you, it smells absolutely delicious. This is definitely a fragrance that would be loved by men. I can write it and you can cash it at the bank. trust me, I am so confident, you girls, if you would want to have one fragrance, okay, for your clubbing, your date night, your winter evenings, this is it. This could be that one fragrance. And look at this beautiful looking bottle. It definitely looks like a huge diamond. A huge diamond. I mean, I am super in love with the bottle itself. I mean, fragrance, yes, it's like a cherry on top. I mean, if both the bottle and the juice looks so beautiful, what else do you need for winters? It's all sorted, you know, your winter fragrance woos, your winter fragrance questions are all answered by this, okay? I definitely love this fragrance. The uniqueness of this fragrance, for me, it's definitely a 9 out of 10. The projection, sillage, the longevity, it's a 10. It's a 10 on 10. Okay, I definitely love the way this lasts on my clothes, on my skin. I am super in love with this, and definitely I'm going to reach out more for this during this winter along with my other winter fragrances. But this definitely could be my dump reach for winters. So I will see you guys with a new review next week. Until then, take care of yourself and love you, my darlings. Bye bye.